Hello, this is part two of my Hot Topic vlog thing. This is going to be my experience there. Okay, now when I first walked in, I made a complete beeline for the Twilight section, but now it's the Twilight Saga New Moon section. And my Hot Topic is actually just a corner. It's not really, it's like a corner now. It's like a nook of it. It used to be we used to be right in front when you walk into Hot Topic. It used to just be the two aisles, but now it's like a little. It's in the corner of a store, which is really. It's just like it's like a cave of just Twilight New Moon stuff, and it's really cool. Okay, so I immediately tried to look for the Edward stuff, and I just immediately looked at all the necklaces and jewelry and stuff. And this one of the ladies who worked there, she came over. She's like, "Let me guess, you're Team Edward." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm Team Edward too." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And she's like, "Yeah, we've had a lot of Team Jacob people coming in this morning." And I'm like, oh, so I'm guessing she's like happy that you know, I understand her Edwardness, and yeah. So she commented on how she segregated it. Now by segregate I mean, okay, now imagine like there's like this big like pole type thing, and on either end there's like Edward's, there's like Twilight stuff on like three sides, and then on the other here's the thing. This side is like just miscellaneous. This side is like more Twilight. This side is more Twilight, and then right here is like shoes. This is a really bad interpretation. But anyway, so she mentioned how she segregated it. One side it's Team Edward, and the other side is Team Jacob. So she like separated the two, which I'm like, oh, that's a really smart thing to do. She's like, yeah. And so she shows me she starts showing me all the merchandise, and she says if you need any help, you know, you just call me over. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I like immediately start looking around, and there's so much stuff. I wanted to buy it all, but of course, like I said in my last video, I didn't have enough money. Oh my god, this, like, seeing all the cool new moon stuff. By the way, that is a twister. New moon stuff. That is such a tongue twister to say. I want new moon. That is a tongue twister. Like I've said that before, but it's a tongue twister. Seeing all this new merchandise they have makes me want to like work, get a job. Now I have a reason to want money more, because there's so many cool stuff they have now. And yeah, it makes me really want to see the movie too. Seeing all this stuff makes me want to see the movie so much more. So yeah, I mean, so I start grabbing all my stuff, you know, and I go up to get checked out, and a guy ends up checking me out, and let me just tell you, the guy is really cute. So like, I put all my Edward stuff up on the counter, and he's like, oh wow, he's like, I'm guessing you're Team Edward, and I'm like, yes I am. And he picks up the bookmark, and he scans it, and he says, wow, and he's like, wow, it worked. And he made a comment on how normally he's been having trouble with the bookmark because I guess the scanner wouldn't scan it or something, and so he scanned it, and then I guess he looked back down on the screen and he noticed that it was wrong, so he went to go change it and it wouldn't scan, and he got a little mad, and he's like, come on Edward, you're cool, work. Now he's talking about a bookmark here, people. He's like, come on Edward, you're awesome, work. He's trying to scan it, and I'm like standing there laughing my butt off. I'm like, I'm just smiling and laughing and blushing at the same time. I look completely weird, you know. And so he scans all my stuff, and then he scans the Jacob bracelet, and he's like, okay, wait. And he's like, okay, all this Edward stuff, and then there's this one Jacob thing. And I'm like, oh, that's for my friend. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, and I made a comment. I'm like, my friend used to be Team Edward, but now he's Team rewind. Okay, stop, rewind, play. Let me try to say that again, because I'm having trouble talking right now. Okay, my friend used to be on Team Edward. This is what I'm saying to him. I said, I'm having so much trouble saying that sentence. I said to him, my friend used to be on Team Edward, but the minute she saw Taylor with his shirt off, she decided to go to Team Jacob, and he says, oh, and then he starts commenting on how there are some really, for you Team Jacob friends, there are some Team Jacob t-shirts, yes, with his shirt off. Yes, bare chest. And the guy who works there, he's commenting on how, like, there's this one t-shirt, I guess, where he's showing Jacob's showing his tattoo that they have now. The werewolves have some tattoo now. And he's saying that it's a really bad Photoshop of him with the tattoo, and he says that in his chest it looks weird, and he says, I don't know who would wear that. And I said, oh, my friend would, and he's like, oh, okay. So yeah, so I think we were flirting a little bit, and he said that and he even said that Edward was he's like, I don't get, and he also commented after I said, oh, my friend would totally wear that shirt because she loves Taylor Lautner. Not that there's anything wrong with Taylor Lautner, I love him, but I love Rob way more than Taylor because Rob is just hotness. You saw the bookmark. He's hot! And you've seen all the look at the back. Just look behind me for a second and just look at him. Anyway, so, and he says, well, Edward's just awesome. He said that he loves Edward. He didn't say he loves him, but he said that he likes him. So that's pretty cool. I found a Twilight guy. Yeah, the only thing, now don't get so like, oh my god, are you going out? Did he ask you out? I'm sad to say that I don't know the guy's name. I totally should have, and when I actually went, after I went to go find my grandmother, and I came back, he wasn't there, so I couldn't ask him for his name. Basically, when he was done checking out all my stuff, he says, "Okay, you're done." And I'm like, "Thank you." "Thank you very much." And he's like, "You're very welcome." And I walked away, and I'm like, and then when I got to my grandmother's house, I'm just like, I should have asked for his name. He was just so cute. Okay, it's gonna be really just embarrassing if he's watching this, which I highly doubt, but he was really cute, and oh my god, he's so cute. Yeah, my Edward could have been standing right in front of me, and I just missed the bus, and oh, it sucked. So yeah, that was the best one of my that's one experience. And also after I got my T-shirt, when my grandma came back and she bought me the T-shirt, I came out walking out, and this lady, so I guess she is a Twilight mom or something. I kind of walked by her, and I saw her glance at in the window, one of the windows, they had the Twilight stuff in the window. She says, "Oh my god, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm addicted to Twilight." And I heard that, and I kind of smiled. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sister." And I asked my grandma, I'm like, "Nanny, did you hear what she said?" And my grandma's like, "No, what did she say?" I'm like, "She said she's addicted to Twilight." And my grandma's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I start doing this weird little, I kneel down on the ground, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." 1 second. Wow, 8 minutes. I'm gonna have to tell you this quickly. This one girl who I was messaging, she was commenting on how she got her tickets on Fandango. I haven't got mine yet because I'm gonna go with a friend, but my dad did print out the times, so yay! So yeah, I just have to figure out when I'm going with my friend, and then I'm gonna be getting my ticket really soon, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah. And also my grandma told me to make a list of all the necklaces and stuff that I want, and as you can see, Bella's dress, I want that really badly. Hopefully my dad will buy it, but we'll see. Hopefully, please pray. Again, pray for me. So yeah, that's the end of my 2 Hot Topic vlogs. Wow, 2. I never thought I'd make 2, but hey, I talk too much. So I'm gonna go now. Bye.